Good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony.
Perfect.
I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now,
I would
I
tend
need to
agree.
study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock.
Yes.
For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me. Of
Good
course,
call.
sir. Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony?
Maybe? I don't know what goes into the sorting ceremony, so I cannot say.
Phineas, Nigellus, Black. Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Very well.
Fig, nice of you to join us.
Ah.
The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem has...
Enough. Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left.
What a gem.
If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
That would be preferable.
I'll be in touch.
This is a remarkable hall. Floating candles. Loads of food.
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
Yes.
Welcome.
You were
You're just in time.
delayed.
Have a seat.
Should I be worried?
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
To be honest with you, my only real expectation is to get caught up as fast as I can and learn as much as I can. So it's more about just absorbing all knowledge that I can about my classes and coursework.
I'm looking forward to meeting my professors and learning all I can at Hogwarts.
Indeed. Hogwarts has much to offer a dedicated student. And what you learn in class will prepare you for challenges outside the classroom as well.
I would certainly hope so. Isn't that the point
You
of
do
school?
not give up easily, do you? You are undaunted by challenges that lie ahead. And your loyalty to a friend delayed your arrival here this evening. Perhaps you belong in Hufflepuff.
I mean, he was also my only way to get here. But, presumably, this being your purpose, I'll take your word for it. Hufflepuff does have a nice ring to it.
Better be Hufflepuff!
Yes. Perfect. Oh, more of the robe changing magic stuff. May I be seated?
Oh, and one more thing.
No? Oh,
Due to the unfortunate
well.
injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled. Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures.
bit of a hard
I'm sure you will
isn't
have
he?
plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Yes. Like, get a good night's rest, or as best as I can.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you.
Thank you.
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir.
Wow.
As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice
Pleasure.
to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way. It's quite uncommon for a student to begin as a 5th year. Might be a bit of work, but I'm sure that's never stopped you before.
It hasn't,
Not
Professor.
at all.
Now,
I'm
here we
prepared.
are at the entrance to the Hufflepuff common room.
This is the entrance.
Indeed. I will explain what to do, but I hesitate to do it myself as one errant knock leads to being doused in vinegar. Most unpleasant. You must tap the barrel, two
Agreeable.
from the bottom, middle of the second row, in the rhythm of Helga Hufflepuff.
Okay. Bizarre. I must have done it right. I'm not doused in vinegar.
Well done. Now go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Perfect.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
I shall do my best. It's an exciting night.
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
They are quick to rise, aren't they? Best to be starting my morning with a cup of tea. Ah, what a lovely room. It's very cozy and warm. Rug could do with some straightening, but it is what it is. Wow. Remarkable. I love this. Ooh. Gramophone. Okay. Interesting. So much floral. Best, suppose, introduce myself.
I suppose some introductions are in order.
Good morning. Is that your owl? It's mighty beautiful.
Hello. She's awfully regal, isn't she?
Is that your
Yes.
I don't know who she is. Likely one of the Hufflepuffs around here. Owls choose their own company anyway. Wait, you're the new 5th year. Quite the dramatic entrance you made. Can't imagine wanting to call attention to yourself, especially since everyone will be watching to see how much you already know.
I mean, it was not my intention to be that dramatic on my entrance. I prefer a much lower key. But yes, I do have a lot to catch up on. It'll be a lot of hard work. You are kind of snarky too, aren't you?
I am a bit concerned. I have a lot of catching up to do.
Indeed, 4 years of schoolwork is a bit... being that far behind, I'd feel so... inadequate. Of course, presumably, as a hard-working Hufflepuff, you'll prove yourself in no time.
What is with
I'm
the
hard-working
sarcasm?
too, as you might suspect. But sometimes I think I should have been a Ravenclaw. I've rather a searing wit. At least people have always told me so. I'm Lenora, by the way. Lenora Everly. Well, mustn't keep you. You've such a lot to do.
You are... have a feeling I'll probably get used to you, but you do come off rather rough. You mentioned Ravenclaw. What makes you think you should be there?
Do you really think you should have been in Ravenclaw?
Well, my brothers were. They both work in the ministry now. I suppose you could say that wit runs in the family. My aunt was a Gryffindor, though, and I've always had plenty in common with her. Determination, valor, daring. The old sorting hat was spoiled for choice with me.
Seemingly. Well, it was good talking. Should really make the rounds, though.
It was nice meeting you, Lenora.
Of course. Adieu.
You are. Not really my favorite, at least so far. I'm going to let you do your thing. Oh, they have a cat up there. Maybe I can help. I mean,
Arthur's got you. You don't need to be frightened, little cat.
it seems like the cat is in perfectly fine condition and could easily get down, but hello.
I can't quite reach.
Come on, you went that way.
Hope they can catch him. Big castle for a student to get lost in, let alone a cat.
Yes.
I'm sure you'll find your way all right. I mean, it can be a bit overwhelming at first. I still get lost sometimes.
That's my worry.
Welcome to Hufflepuff, by the way. Really glad to have you in our house. I'm Arthur.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Was that your cat?
No, one of the first years, I think. Don't have any pets of my own, unfortunately. My mother doesn't think too highly of them, especially magical ones.
That's a shame. From my readings, they seem rather remarkable creatures.
I'm sorry to hear that. I think magical beasts are rather incredible.
Best thing about coming to Hogwarts. Nifflers, glumbumbles, bowtruckles. I thought they were only
love your bow
pictures
tie,
in
by
books
the way.
before. Well, Dad did
Rather
bring home
cool.
a puffskein once. Mum was furious. Anyway, I better go make sure the first years caught that cat. Don't want them to be late on their first day.
Have you ever had a pet? Sound like you have.
Have you ever had a pet, Arthur?
No. My mother's a muggle, and as soon as the puffskein that my dad brought home stuck its tongue up her nose, it went right back to the shop.
Thank you, Arthur. Best of luck catching the cat. But I feel like it could probably fend for itself.
Nice meeting you, Arthur. And good luck finding that cat.
Thank you. Try not to get lost in the castle yourself.
Yes. That will be a challenge. It seems rather daunting. Morning. I'm sure someone can repair that. And anyways, is everything alright?
Oh, Uncle, this doesn't sound like you. Something's wrong. Oh, hello there. You're the new Hufflepuff, yes? I'm Adelaide. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Is everything all right?
Oh, yes. I'm just a bit distracted. Letter from my uncle. So tell me, I've been hearing all sorts of rumors. Were you really nearly gobbled up by a dragon?
My goodness, word does spread fast around here. Yes, I was. It's quite harrowing.
That one is true. Not the typical start to a new school.
That's dreadful. Well, I'm glad you made it here alive.
Thank you.
Well, anyway,
As am I.
I imagine you have lots to do. I hope you have a wonderful first day.
Not to be too prying, but is everything alright with your uncle?
Are you sure everything is all right with your uncle?
Oh, yes. He travels for work, always busy. I'm sure he just wrote it in a rush.
Okay,
Nothing to worry about.
very well. Well, I'll see you around the castle, I'm sure.
Thank you, Adelaide. Be seeing you.
Of course. And good luck.
Is the new Hufflepuff out of bed yet? Professor Weasley's waiting for them outside the common room.
Yes, I'm here, like right in front of you. Well, what better time than now to get started on the first day of class? Good morning, Professor.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
As much
I've
as I
been
can.
dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
Owls.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
Interesting.
Here you are.
It's a book that can... Apparently a very fancy book. Is this safe?
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year.
Ah, okay.
You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Very well.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Gladly, I am... Must be seeing things. I am much more of a hands-on learner.
This way.
Practical learning and all, it's much more...
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Ah, exciting.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up.
It does seem quite useful. Must be quite complex, otherwise more students would have it, I am sure.
Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
Revelio.
I see. House Elf Recipe Book. Rumored to contain some of Helga Hufflepuff's original creations, this book holds a collection of Hogwarts students' favorite recipes over the centuries. Some dishes, like pickled dirigible plums, are likely an acquired taste. Okay. My experience here at the castle. This must be informational stuff. Yes, it is. Very well.
Clever, isn't it?
Quite.
Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Good to know. Ooh, what's this? I have no idea what this does, but it is interesting. There must be some sort of corresponding one around here.
Good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker.
Oh.
Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Ooh, perfect. A map. That is going to be quite useful. Okay, so we're here. Okay, there we are. And we need to be here. Central Hall.
And here we are. Quite the time saver.
Wow.
These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
Yes, that is time saver is
You
an
can get
understatement.
almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central
yes.
Hall. always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
Yes, I see.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today.
Ooh, exciting.
And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
I appreciate the warm welcome, but I do have some questions before we part our ways. What is Charm the class, precisely?
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
And then it seems like it's quite self-explanatory, but Defense Against the Dark Arts.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become auras. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
And Hogsmeade?
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain, and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn.
That's an understatement.
Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
There is, but I feel as though I am not at liberty to really discuss them, as that does seem more the purview of Professor Fig.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins, and I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well,
yes.
I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today.
Thank you.
And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you.
Of course.
And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Perfect. Good morning, Professor.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
Yes. She kind of caught me off guard to an extent. And I did, let her know that further discussion, she'd best talk to you. As that seems more for you to decide whether to discuss it or not. I do hope I didn't stray too far.
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Agreed.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map?
Oh, gladly.
Unfold it and have a look.
Oh, I see. I do think and fancy Defense Against the Dark Arts as an exciting class to start the day with.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand.
I know.
You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend.
I'm
I shall
excited for
reach out
that.
when I have more information about our mysterious locket.
Perfect.
For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Well, I will be seeing you later, Professor. Let's get a lay of the land. So, Defense Against the Dark Arts is presumably that way, based on the book's enchantment. How about... Oh. Hi, Lenora.
Hello, Lenora. What are you looking at?
Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
What do you know about it?
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind. But I'm not sure what to do next.
And are there any others like it?
Are there any other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
Seems reasonable. Well, why don't we have a look? Is it nearby?
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have. Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that's...
Will do. Ah.
Revelio.
See. Central Hall Fountain. This ornate fountain features intricately carved statues of denizens of the magical world, including a set of stone sirens encircling the fountain's base.
I'd like to see your parents' faces when they see your marks at the end of term.
Okay. See Lumos.
Lumos. That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
Yes. Oops. The field guide seems to be showing me this direction. Oh, there's another one of those wall tiles. And what is... Okay. I do not understand that. Oh.
This looks like the location from the painting.
It does.
What could be so special about it? Revelio.
Okay. Statue of Gregory the Smarmy. This statue, with an ingratiating grin, depicts the medieval wizard Gregory the Smarmy, the wizard famous for inventing Gregory's unction? A potion that makes the drinker believe whoever gave them the potion is their best friend. Ooh, does... Oh. Okay, what's this?
Lumos.
Oh.
Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
Oh. How clever. There you are.
Ha! I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
It just disappeared. Interesting. Okay. Oh, there you are, Lenora. But that painting. Hello.
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
Well, so the painting, when I cast Lumos, it showed me a location. And went to that location and there was a stone moth that had strayed from the painting.
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Amit, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth! I should have seen that.
Yes, and now off to defense against the dark arts. Well, I seem to be at a loss. Let's see, field guide. Show me where to go. There. This way. Up the stairs? Maybe? I heard music. What in the... This place gets weirder and weirder by the minute.